basically their genitalia is not defined, so it's either a micro penis.
Nice.
You know the feeling, yeah.
You know what?
I don't know why he's saying nice. So he goes nice.
Speaking of Pez, have you still got your beef going on with Konami?
Thanks for joining us on our second podcast on this channel. I'm your host Lely. Today we are joined by Otto and Ribs.
Hello.
Today we are gonna we have so much to talk about. Looking forward to so many things like the Champions League draw, Zidane back at Real Madrid, but then today we woke up to some horrific news in New Zealand, and I think we've got to start off with there first. So I'm not honestly the best at these sorts of talks, so I'm going to let Otto take on from here right now.
Want me to think I'm quite good at these? Because I'm not. What can you say? It was
better than me, let's just say that.
It's not much to say. I mean, it was a disgusting, tragic event where I think it was 49 innocent people. Was it 49? The total?
Yeah, 49.
That's what I was last reported at. Yeah.
49
49
people.
and counting probably.
And counting, yeah. Lost their lives.
Was it one Mosque or two? Because I heard there was
two
at the same time.
Two, yeah.
Is that 49 between the two?
But I think so, between the two, yeah. I think it was 42 at the first, and was it? It must be 7 at the end.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, really, to be honest. It was a cowardly attack.
Very.
I remember when I saw you outside Mosque today what I said, because it was the Friday prayers in New Zealand,
Yeah.
isn't it? So I don't know how many hours ahead they are. Hence why we saw it before we went Mosque. And I even said, like, when I was reading Jummah at that time, I felt like choking up, man, because I was just thinking what happened back there.
Yeah. It's very sad, man. Innocent little kids there as well, man. And I mean, that guy there, I mean, he was playing like a video game.
Listen, first
I said that earlier. Do you know when the video got sent to me? I saw it, and the way the guy just got up about it and picked up the gun, and I thought the video was like sort of like almost one of those joke videos. You know, you see like Mr. Beast and them do all that sort of shit. And when I saw him go towards the mosque, that's when my heart just sank. I thought, oh, don't you dare! Like, and I knew it was a long video, so I knew it was going to be bad. But then
his actual shooting was very clinical. Do you think?
That's another point. I thought this isn't a guy who's just decided to pick up a gun one day, mate.
He looked like an ex-military, or
yeah,
I mean, a lot. I can't remember one single bullet. I mean,
Missing.
I made the biggest mistake. Obviously, in the morning, that video was going viral everywhere. Someone sent me that video, and like you said, I thought it was like a Mr. Beast type video or something. Clicked on it, realised that it actually is a legitimate video. But the guy's shooting was very precise, and he didn't look like a normal civilian, to be honest. He looked like someone who's definitely got military or weapons experience.
Yeah,
you know
definitely.
what I mean? And he had the GoPro camera as well, and he's like live feeding it to Facebook and other social media platforms.
No way he was just a random guy. Just decided to pick up a gun one day and that's it. I'm going on a shooting spree.
Apparently there's well documented things that he actually planned it and stuff as well.
Well, apparently he released like a 70-page manifesto. You know what I mean? Like,
before I heard of this documentary thing, I knew this wasn't done on a spur of the moment thing.
oh no.
Then later on it developed there was a lot more.
He was wearing military uniform, had a GoPro camera. He had like 2 semi-automatic or.
Oh, you could tell by just the way he was
guns.
shooting that
Shotgun as
the
well.
guy was well experienced with weapons.
Yes, very very well experienced with weapons, and I don't know, man. You have to be.
What has to?
Excuse the French. You have to be a cold-hearted son of a bitch to do shit like that.
Yeah, I was about to say, what has to go on in your head to make you go do that? And you know what it is? It's not that he's just gone and shot someone. He went back in there to shoot the dead bodies again.
Yes, just to make sure. Because in his mind, he's probably thinking that maybe, like, you know, sometimes there's a pile of bodies. Someone might not be dead, but they might just be pretending to be dead underneath. So just to further confirm, and it was strictly headshots. And then he goes out, does it again to random people.
He's shooting people that I can barely see on camera. Then he walks up to them, you can see them on the floor.
Yeah, but
that's how you know the guy was a
seriously,
good shot.
yeah. This guy is definitely got
I say
some
good shot,
experience.
but you know what I mean.
Yeah, good shots. Yeah, like you knew what he was doing with that weapon.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a random person where bullets are flying left, right, and centre. This guy knew exactly what he was doing. But I don't know. It was tragic, man. It did. It ruined my day.
So let me ask you one thing. You know how he's meant to be Australian, right?
Yes.
Would they not revoke his citizenship and all that stuff? And
well,
because obviously, like you said earlier, the criminals, his ancestors that were criminals, were probably shipped off to Australia. So
from England,
yeah, from England, So would they not send him back here, like if they revoked his citizenship, or where his ancestors are from? The Begum-esque experience, shall we say?
Well, you'd think that, innit?
Because that's what the precedent they set.
But the precedent, that's right, that is a precedent.
Shamima
Begum, yeah, and this guy, he's done, to be honest, a lot worse than Shamima Begum, a lot worse.
Shamima Begum was just accused, didn't it?
She was accused, I think she's more for ISIS bride or housewife or something.
But she was accused of crimes she hasn't committed.
Yeah, this guy was gladly recording it and live streaming it to his followers on Facebook and other platforms. But yeah, it's a good question. I don't know. Should his citizenship be revoked? I mean, he's originally Australian, was in New Zealand. His ancestors probably tracked back to England. So, what was it? A two-tier justice system?
But is that going to solve the issue if you revoke his citizenship? Really and truly?
No, but it's about the equal treatment. That's what we're trying to
But
say.
you have to be consistent.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah.
Like if that was a Muslim, I bet you by today, like if it was a Muslim that went to a church, I bet you by today he'd already have had his citizenship revoked.
Do you know what I was more surprised about? You know, the police actually got the guy. So they've like rammed him off the road or something and they've handcuffed him. What are the odds that if it was a Muslim guy?
Oh, he'd have been shot before that.
Shot before the handcuffs.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know what I
Not
mean?
even Muslim, just basically not white. If he's
Not
black,
black,
he'd
brown.
been shot through the window.
Yes, that's
if he's
right.
a Muslim, they
Yeah.
thought, right, let's just get him out of the car. Then
in case he's got an explosive strapped to himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it gives them a
Yeah.
bit more justification on the
Yeah.
body cams and that.
A black guy, they probably make out he put his hand in his pocket when he really didn't. And we don't know what he's. Yeah, unfortunately, but like.
It's going to be interesting to see the mental health stories that come out tomorrow. Isn't it?
Yeah, imagine they do come out a lot. He's got mental health problems. He's not all there in the head.
It normally is with the white people. No offense, but that's the way we've been seeing things recently. Innit?
Unfortunately, it does seem like that. But I hope I don't know. Have they got the death penalty in New Zealand?
I heard that. No.
Yeah.
But don't you think that'd be an easy escape for him? Just
You're right.
I was thinking that earlier. Should he get the death penalty? But then I was like, no, that's too easy of a letter for him. Like, he doesn't go through any.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there's no point.
To like, I don't know, man.
Ideally,
to see so many people get affected by the video, and that's just the people watching it. Can you imagine the people that were in it?
Oh my
Although
God.
they died pretty quickly, but the fear they would have had. Some people went back to finish off, so they would have been in pain in the short time.
There's one guy in the video who tried to actually rugby tackle him, tries to go for him.
I think I did see that moment as
but
well.
he got shot, man. Brave guy, man.
I think he thought there was a moment where he's reloading or something.
Yeah.
He thought either I go for him then, or I'm just going to wait and take a bullet. So I think he tried to just save himself.
But yeah, you're right. I don't think they should just give him the death penalty straight away. But they haven't got one anyway. I think
I don't think they do.
it would be better if he was obviously spent the rest of his life in prison and maybe having his rectal cavity ruined on a daily basis.
That's
I
nice
think-
though.
One thing for sure, this is definitely a snowball effect on more attacks
Really?
like
But
this.
is it?
I think it is.
Because
It's gonna
this isn't the
grow
first time we've had attacks
Exactly.
like this.
It's just going to increase
But
every time.
he's, the fact that he had a GoPro and he was live streaming it, it could probably, I don't know, trigger off a chain reaction where other people and other extremists, as they call them.
Becomes a challenge.
Yeah, like say, you kill 49, I'll kill 16 next time. Watch.
Oh, I thought you meant as in like a way to prevent it. I didn't know you meant as in
Yeah,
to
people,
spread it
yeah,
out
yeah,
and
people might
make
spread
it
it. People
like
might
a challenge.
actually,
Yeah.
people might get
I took it the wrong way from you. Sorry, my bad.
get inspired from it and think, you know what?
Oh yeah, I
look-
could see that, especially if they don't deal with this guy in the right manner.
Definitely the fascists start following. If you look at some of the comments on that video.
Yeah, I've seen the comments on YouTube on some just random videos and a lot of people coming out with it's about time, good riddance. But like I said, we can't generalise the mass population and say all from like that. You get a bunch of idiots coming out of daft comments in all races and colours. But I think we should move on from this one. It's a bit
I
further.
was going to say because
Let's just move on.
it'll just end up being a sad podcast.
Dana.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move on to what I wanted to. Well, what I was looking forward to all week: the Champions League draw. That's what I was going to start this podcast off with.
Are you happy with the draw?
As a Liverpool fan, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
100%.
All three of us are Liverpool fans, by the way. I don't think the only way it could have got easier was if Ajax was on the other side of the pot after the quarterfinals. So
And
like
got to do.
Ajax and Man United, innit?
So if Liverpool progress, if they
Or
progress,
Tottenham. Well, Ajax and Tottenham, that would have been good on the other side, innit?
yeah, true.
Because then it would have been Liverpool versus Porto, the winners out of them two against Ajax beat Tottenham. Obviously they weren't.
So the way it's
I
done,
think that would have been the ideal, the most perfect draw for us.
I think this one's perfect.
Yeah, but I'd rather.
Porto, which we should smash in the first leg, to away legs in the bag, and then after that Barcelona, I think we can beat them. They're beatable now.
or Liverpool home
Second
away
leg
first
at
one.
Anfield. That's the key
In
point.
the
You know what I'm
Porto
saying?
game, we're going to be home in the first leg, and then away in the second. But then in the United or because we're going to play United or Barcelona, we're at Anfield in the second leg there.
So
Would
the,
fucking have you, any of you? That's at Anfield.
as a United fan, I mean, they got PSG the last game, and now they got Barcelona. That's probably the
They've
Want-
probably got, apart from PSG, there's some of the richest clubs in European history in it, as in like not recent time. Well, Liverpool were kings of Europe back in the day.
Yeah.
Barcelona were more recent time. They've got to play both of them, providing we get past Porto. They've got to play both of them to get to the final, which could then be the most rich Man City club or a very experienced Juve team. So if United do win it, they've done it the very hard way.
You reckon they'll beat Barca?
Nah. I don't think it'll be a walkover like people
United.
think.
I think we'll smash United if we get United. But I hope they get destroyed by Barcelona. That's how I feel about Man United.
I think a lot of Liverpool fans
Yeah,
share the same sentiments.
But however, also from a Liverpool's perspective, the Tottenham draw is not great. Because
Tottenham v Man City, is that home?
Yeah.
Who's home first?
regardless of that, is the 2 Champions League fixtures are right before or in between the Premier League fixture.
So what, it's like 3 games in a row? Tottenham, Man City,
Yeah.
3 times
In the Champions League, and then one of them games is in the league. So potentially that league game, Spurs could rest players. And also Liverpool need them too. So
but the way that Spurs have gone in the league right now, they're only 3 points ahead of Man City.
Yeah, I can't see
Manchester
them resting too many players.
So I can't imagine them thinking they've got too many points to play with. They've got, what, 3 ahead of Manchester United, 2 ahead or 1 ahead of Arsenal. If Chelsea win their game now, they're what, 2 ahead of Chelsea.
Something like that. It's very tight.
There's too many points, like too many teams that are so close to them. Surely they're not gonna, especially if they drop any more points in between now and then.
But say if Tottenham got advantage because in the second leg, wouldn't they risk the squad then?
No,
With
I
hopes
think
of they might have Champions
I think
League.
especially that club, what more important for them is to secure top 4 while they're building that new stadium. Because there's no extra money incentive just to get to the semis, but qualifying for the Champions League next year will be, you know, their big incentive in it. While they're building this.
Pick 2 teams who are going to get to the final then. What's your prediction on the final? Let's go all the.
I'm not even saying this as a Liverpool fan, but I think we'll make the final.
I don't.
I think we'll actually. Do you know what it is? This Barcelona team are great going forward. Even the best Barcelona team always vulnerable at the back.
You're making that
just through the way they play. So even when they had Puyol and
you're making that Liverpool are going to beat Porto over 2 legs and Barca going to beat United over 2 legs, and then we've already got.
We only have to win 1 game against Barca and draw the other. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Personally, I think it's going to be a Barca Juve final, or a Barca
I think
City,
City are going to make it.
or a Barca City, Barca City, Barca Juve.
I honestly think that Tottenham are going to cause more problems for City than Juve will, just through the way they play.
Well, pick your 2 teams. What's your prediction for the final?
Liverpool City.
Put a wager on it as well if you're not interested.
I don't condone betting.
So we're betting.
Except for a wager on it.
What type of wager? Could be the meal going out for food.
Haram.
Actually, no, I like his idea better.
Yeah,
I don't like yours. You're negative.
My prediction is Barca City.
Barca City.
That's my prediction.
Mine's Liverpool City.
Barca City.
Barca City.
More importantly, Zidane's back at the Bernabeu.
Oh, yeah. He's already made a big signing.
I don't understand that one. Why has he gone back there? He's won 3 Champions League there. The squad isn't as good as it was when he left. Why has he gone back? What's he got to prove?
You reckon if he was at Madrid from the beginning of the season, you reckon they'd be still out of the Champions League, off the title race, out of the Copa del Rey?
If he was at... Well, the way they went about the transfer business, maybe. Or they'd have probably got past Ajax, and then I think they would have been knocked out at this stage. I think because I think losing Ronaldo and not replacing him, although he's not irreplaceable, no one's irreplaceable, yeah. They didn't go the right way about it. They replaced him with an 18-year-old Vinicius Junior, who's going to be a good player, but he's not who you used to replace Cristiano Ronaldo. Too many goals.
He's only 18. He's doing well apparently, isn't he?
Yeah, he
I don't watch
is.
Spanish football,
But you're talking about a player who's 50 goals a season for them, replacing him with a kid who's not going to get you more than 5-10.
Ronaldo
It's too much of a drop off in where the rest of the goals are going to come from.
More importantly, Ronaldo, man, as we've seen on a couple of days ago when he scored the hat-trick.
Yeah.
The guy just gets goals.
He's a great goal scorer.
As a goal scorer. We were saying it last weekend, just as a goal scorer, man. He's just...
Take Messi out of Barcelona, put him in Juve. Would he get the same amount of goals as?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I think he would. Yeah.
I think he would. I don't think he just gets himself the same amount of goals.
I think he gets
the teams.
I think he gets a lot of others.
He definitely gets
100% a better player.
goals as well.
As a goal scorer, I agree. Ronaldo's a better goal scorer, man. But you know what? Even though that stat about Ronaldo in the Champions League, I think he's played like 30 odd games more than Messi, and I think per goal ratio per minute, so some of Messi's got a better per minute ratio. It's very close, but
yeah. Ronaldo is what is. He's a goal scorer. Messi's an all-round player in it. So.
Sorry, going back to your other point though, who is a good replacement for Ronaldo right now?
I don't think there's an actual one out and out like, you know, that's your replacement for Ronaldo. But it's just the way they went about it. You don't put an 18-year-old in that position and think that's how we're going to do things. And then, who was that coach? Is it Solari or something? The one that just got sacked from Madrid.
Yeah.
I don't know how you say his full name.
Something like that.
But they took him from Spain just days before the World Cup. And then he never knew what he was doing once he got there. So he just looked like a coach that was lost all the time.
Was he from the first team, the youth team?
He got sacked, didn't he, that Spain one? And then did this guy take over mid-season?
Yeah.
So they sacked two coaches in one season.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's even worse then. they completely... They bottled it in the sense that they should have just gave Zidane what he wanted after the Champions League. This is all a power play, innit? This is Madrid is so political, the way they run their clubs. And why are they going to spend big this year? Because the elections are next year.
Yeah.
Not just because Zidane's back, but because the elections are there. And if this manager's seen as... He's won 3 Champions Leagues in a row, but this is the year going into the elections where they're flopping. So them 3 Champions Leagues become irrelevant. They'll be forgotten so quickly because the Madrid fans are pretty petty like that as well.
Yeah.
Very fickle, like you said, yeah. So this is the year they've got to, you know, as a president, you've got to get the fans happy again. That's why they're going to spend big this year. And like I said, I think they already signed this guy called Militao or something. He's a centre-back. Got a very big reputation.
So I take it that takes Zidane out of the United job then?
He's already signed him.
Yeah, so Oli is going to be out of the wheel then, I think, next season, to be honest.
Well, I don't think Zidane was the main choice.
Well, everyone remember when it...
Pause. Why is he going back to Man United again?
No, I'm just saying, innit?
Can we ban talking about Man United?
Why are you two so anti-United for?
Because I just hate them.
There's
no bit of
already enough
excitement.
United fan camp.
Yeah, but just talk as
fucking rats.
football fans, isn't it? Yeah, they are rats, but let's talk as football fans. Let's take the Liverpool out of us. isn't it?
Keyword football fans. So let's not talk about Man United. That's not football.
Fair point.
That's fucking
to be fair, he did say that takes Zidane out of the United job, meaning he's got the Madrid job. Yeah, so he didn't randomly go there. It wasn't a tangent. It was a slight tangent. But yeah.
I think Madrid would go in for Mbappe.
Hazard,
go for it, whether they're getting
Hazard, Mbappe would be.
See, I thought Hazard was going to go, but I think with Chelsea getting that transfer ban, I think that will just give them more reason to say no to any offer they get. Because Chelsea can't sign anyone for 2 windows.
Yeah, but what if he forces himself out? What can they do in this day and age?
Chelsea are that sort of club where, like, you want to leave, we don't want you to leave, it's on the bench. They've got money out their arse, innit? And to be fair, PSG just showed you what financial fair play is when they've just pissed all over it and still UEFA came out and said, no, we're not going to do anything to PSG.
Apparently City are being investigated as well, aren't they?
They're not going to do anything to them either. Innit? Basically, this means give us money. That's it.
And it also means if you're Arab and you own rich football clubs, don't worry about it. Bend the rules a bit, as long as you're giving us money.
Yeah, that's it. It's a public way of saying give us money.
Yeah.
Unless City get points docked or kicked out of the Champions League, it doesn't matter. No matter, a little fine, what the hell is the fine? Otherwise, instead of playing fair by the rules, every club would be like, alright, so we'll pay a 50 grand fine, 100 grand fine if you can piss all over your books.
Is UEFA run by the same people as FIFA?
No,
No,
they're different.
different.
They're different.
I bet they're both dodgy though.
Standard.
I'm sure they're different.
Yeah, I'm sure they're different as well. UEFA and FIFA, I'm sure they're different.
Yeah, they are. Hence why one's called UEFA, one's called FIFA.
You reckon UEFA or FIFA will allow at one point transgender men to play amongst other men?
You mean
Sound a bit confused
women to men or men to women? Because there's women's football as well.
Yes.
So you mean women that go
So
into
basically,
men that go into women's football?
someone who was biologically born a woman.
No, born a man into a woman, because that's where the advantage is, isn't it?
No, but I'm saying in this, we can come to that. But in this situation, where someone's biologically born a woman, identifies themselves as a man, and wants to play football with a man.
I don't think they'll go against that because I don't think women have the physical edge over men.
But the other way around.
But the other way around,
Yeah, it doesn't make sense at all, does it?
because there's a big hoo-ha about transgenders in sports right now, and if they should be allowed to. So if you were formerly a man, and now you're a woman through transgender operations, what that?
But yeah, carry on.
Naturally speaking, a male.
Yeah, a male has all them physical benefits that they grow up with,
Yeah.
and now they want to go compete with women just because they had that cut.
No, sometimes happen.
Alright, either way, they now want to confuse themselves.
So most of them don't even have their transition surgery. You know, they actually go for the full shift swap, as I call it, shift swap. Yeah, you know what I mean? Most of them are just having hormonal treatment. So, like...
So they still got their
And-
tools with them.
As long as you identify as whatever you identify yourself as, you're that.
So if I woke up and identified myself as a dog,
You're a
and
dog.
like- you do.
and I get attacked on the street, can I ring up the
Technically a
RSPCA?
dog. You see that, what Martin...
Could I ring up and say, whoop, whoop? Like, you know, I think I'm a dog. Come,
You could,
some guy just kick fuck out of me. I'm not going to call the police. Because if you hit a dog, you'll get a bigger prison sentence for hitting a person.
You see what Martina Navratilova said? I'm sure I said her name right. That's why I said it quickly, the second one. Navratilova. Yeah. She came out with saying that she doesn't agree that transgender women
Sorry, back up. Who
should be playing. She's a tennis player.
Tennis player,
Right.
yeah.
She's a tennis player. That they shouldn't be competing with other women. Meaning that they're biologically born men. That
She was right, she got so much hate.
She got so much hate for it, man. And they said,
No,
you're transphobic
yeah.
and all that rubbish, man.
Transphobic.
Yes, another word, man. And to be honest, I think they did a poll as well. I was reading the article, and I think 66% of the male public in England actually agreed with it, saying they shouldn't be allowed to compete with biologically born women because.
But look
It's unfair.
Look at the
My personal view. Listen, if you're born a male, you're a male. I don't care if you slap a pair of breasts on you, or I don't care if you identify yourself as that. I don't know what your take is. Maybe
It's getting ridiculous now. What people.
Shall I tell you what's also
people
ridiculous?
Go on.
If you speak out about a minority, like, you know,
Yes.
the hate they get for it, like, you're transphobic. No, she's just come out with a proper valid point
yes,
that they've had physical advantages all these years growing up to condition their body as a male, and then suddenly just say that I'm a female now and I want to compete with them. That's not how it works. Like, look at the 100 meter sprint records. 2,000 men over recorded times have run faster times than the world's fastest woman. That shows there's a physical superiority there. To suddenly have them benefits training and suddenly that's it, I'm going to go compete with women. Smash all their records.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you imagine the women that never had that advantage growing up?
Yeah, yeah.
So slapping their face and...
It is, yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
It must be disheartening as well for a lot of women, biologically born women, who've been training all their lives, and a guy comes along, identifies himself as a woman, and smashes her in wrestling or whatever it is. There was a case in America, you know, a man who identifies himself as a woman, so he's a transgender woman. He walks into a ladies' changing room,
Yeah.
and obviously everyone starts screaming and this and everything. What's a guy doing in here? But the mistake he made was he didn't identify himself as a woman. So if he went in there as a man, no transition surgery had taken place, probably a bit of hormonal, but you could tell he's a man. If you walk into a ladies' changing rooms, you could actually say, ladies, I identify myself as a woman, so you've got nothing to be scared of here, and you can technically walk in.
Even that's a bit ludicrous for that.
No, but that's the
When it
legislation.
comes to like public toilets, and you're with kids, and then it's just.
But I don't know, we'd probably be, I don't know what your views are. Are you for trans, against trans?
I'm against.
I couldn't give a shit, to be
I'm
honest.
against. 100% against.
I'm against it as
I'm
well.
against it,
It's
but
like
I
shit
don't
on
give a
God's
shit,
face.
to be honest.
Even,
It's got a face.
not really. If you take that to a side as well, it just doesn't make sense. Like, apparently, how many genders are there, Lily?
Well, there's only been 2 since I've been
How many genders are there?
2.
2. I've always thought there's 2 genders. But now there's over 70 plus.
70, what?
70 plus genders. Yes.
There's actually 70 plus genders.
Yes.
Can you name me 3, 4?
Non-binary. That's probably gender now. Gender fluid.
Right, let me just say one thing, yeah?
And you have to get the pronouns correct as well. If someone doesn't like being referred to as he, or him, or
Can you
his.
mind me fights like in B group?
Facebook 71 gender options.
Yeah, Facebook have got
UK
71 gender options.
Alright, check this, yeah?
Yeah.
Earlier on, I typed in, I'm confused I'm confused about, and the next Google searches were like, who I am, what gender I am.
Yeah, man.
Imagine 10 years ago, if I typed in I'm confused about, I should be expecting to see the words string theory, astrophysics, things like that.
Yeah.
They're the things people should be
Relativity,
confused about. Not about who the
Einstein
fuck I am.
Bang, bang,
When look, if I said to Rian, my nephew who's 5 years old, are you a boy or a girl? He'll say boy.
But
There's no confusion to
now
it.
that you mention your nephew, you know, from this September, from kids as young as 4 all the way to the age of 11, they'll be teaching this stuff. And actually encouraging you to the extent that you can be a girl as well if you want. So they could potentially say to your nephew, you know, you're not a boy, you know, you can be a girl. And it's okay, I don't know, see, where does this end, man? And I'm dead against that, man, because you're polluting an innocent child's mind. Why does a 4-year-old need to know this for? And, you know...
It's like they're trying to brainwash them when...
You know,
I don't get it.
When I was talking to someone about this as well, yeah, they said you should be respectful. I can't respect bullshit. Like, if someone identifies as a woman, you should be able to respect their decision and identify them as a woman. So use she, her, hers, these type of pronouns. But I said, look, listen, if I identify as an F-16 fighter jet, does that make me an F-16 fighter jet? Is that me saying, I identify myself as a billionaire, why don't my bank recognise this? You know what I mean? What kind of rubbish is that?
I know.
Or even better, listen, not even better, but listen, what about this then? Imagine a man, fully grown man, 50 years old, identifies himself as a 13-year-old boy. He then has sex with a 13-year-old girl. But you should respect his decision, he identifies. Why is a 50-year-old not 30?
See, that's a good point. Why can these paedophiles say,
That's
I'm
age
not...
though, isn't it?
Right, yeah, and...
But gender. You're making that like gender's okay to stop being fluid with.
Yeah, you're saying it's
You can mix it up.
It's a whole
But that is
different
but it's
concept
like,
though.
why is it?
How old are
One's
you?
factual and one's not.
How old are you?
Too old, mate.
How old are you?
Don't be telling. I don't want to tell you my personal
You're
information.
30, you're 30, aren't you? You just turned 30, yeah. Why aren't you 10?
Because I lived for 30 years.
Hang on, so if you lived all your life as a male, born male, that since the beginning of time, there's been two genders. Apart from, you know, the anomalies you get, like 0.0, you get Klinefelter syndrome and you get, there's hermaphrodites and people like this who are born.
Yeah, they're not people we're classing as...
Yeah.
Just say they're not the norm.
They're the anomalies, innit?
Yeah, they're anomalies.
In the same way, you know, when we're at school, we teach a child, we have 10 fingers, 10 toes. There's people with 11 fingers and 12 toes, but we don't teach them, just generally speaking, we have 10 fingers, 10 toes. One head, 2 eyes, you know what I mean? And there might be anomalies as well, but...
Can I read you this 71 list?
No, don't. Please don't. Read me 5 and 6.
Read 5, yeah. Read 5 and 6.
The first few ain't that bad. Asexual.
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 Well, what's that? What's asexual? Does it tell you what it is exactly?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't give you
Oh,
a description. But asexual is... I thought asexual is when you don't have sex.
that's not gender.
You choose not to have sex.
That's not gender though. We're talking genders.
But these are gender options on Facebook, so they all gonna be, most of them gonna be stupid.
I'm sure asexual is opposite of bisexual. I'm sure asexual is like, you just like one.
So you're either a straight
I
male...
thought asexuals you don't...
Right, we'll have to get the...
Okay, this is why I don't want to go
That's
into it,
first
because it's too complicated.
Let me go 5, you said. Female to male trans man. Female to male transgender male man. Female to male transsexual man.
Without sexual feelings or associations.
F2M.
Asexual. Who said that? The ribs are you.
I didn't say anything, I asked the question.
You were right about asexual. Someone who doesn't have any sexual feelings or associations.
It's quite concerning that I was right.
You're trying to tell me they don't
Yeah,
know.
how do you know that?
F2M, what's that?
I ain't got a clue.
Foot to mouth.
Yeah.
Too about. But yeah, there's so many genders. Like from the beginning of time, there's been man and woman.
This is what two-spirit person.
A two-spirit
Two-spirit person.
Like this is laughable, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
oh, you're being disrespectful.
Fuck 'em.
Two-spirit. Gender
If you don't have any problems, that fuck you do.
Listen, bloody hell, man! I can't believe it. That these people are actually. There's two genders from the beginning of time.
So like you said, yeah, why is he 30? Because he's been on the planet
that's
for
the point.
30 years, yeah?
That's the point.
Yeah.
Why are you a male? Because you're born with a fucking penis. That's why.
What if I was born with the penis and pair of tits?
There's
As
medical
many males
conditions.
are.
But then your hormonal levels and your chromosomes will tell you.
But you know, without sounding too crude about it,
Go on.
Wait, there must have been someone that's been born with tits and a cock, no?
yeah, the conditions in it. When you got Klinefelter syndrome and you got the hermaphrodite people born a bit, basically their genitalia is not defined. So it's either a micro penis.
Nice.
You know the feeling, yeah.
You know what?
I don't know why he's saying nice. So he goes nice.
I can't got it on.
If it makes sense. It is. Yeah. Yeah. So it's either a micro penis.
Why do I feel so inclined? Why am I so happy when you say that?
Why is it helping, man? At least.
He can relate.
Let's go. Let's show him the truth.
Right, come on. So, you've got an MP, I'm not going to use micro penis. You've got MP, yeah? You've got an MP, yeah, and an enlarged clitoris.
Nice.
Or it's the other way around. Like, you've got a bit of a thingy, but what technically normally happens is the doctor will be able to tell which one you're more inclined to. So it's a genetic disorder, affects I think less than 0.005 of the population or somewhere. So like it's anomalies. But the other 99.995% of people, from the beginning of time, you're a man or a woman. So it makes you think, why don't... I don't know.
Let me just say, I'm 29 years old.
You know.
Can you imagine?
Oh, you're 29.
Yeah. Can you imagine if this was being taught to me at school?
Yeah.
If this is my reaction now?
Yeah, imagine
Can you imagine what it's like when I was a
yeah.
kid? Oh, great times.
But yeah, so... I don't know, man. That's another one that baffles me. I don't know why they're pushing it from such a young age and why people are even trying to make out that there's some science behind it, because there's nothing behind it, man.
I just think they shouldn't be allowed to compete at all. Like, as in, if you go from where you have the advantage, if it's a woman to a man, they don't have that biological advantage.
But it's normally the other way around.
Yeah. That's where the problem is, isn't it? When a man goes into a woman, because they've had them physical advantages all them life.
Of course.
All their life. all them life. Yeah. So, if you gain the advantage, you should never be allowed to compete in that sport. Simple as that. Well, if it's a woman going to the man's, because they've never had the physical advantage, I think they should be able to compete.
I think we live in a society where everyone's just so easily offended nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's so soft.
Yeah. 100%.
Let me just say to these people that say men should be able to compete with women, yeah? UFC is a good example. Would you let your daughter fight with someone who used to be a man who now identifies himself as a woman?
Of course not.
That's the question I'd love to think, yeah. I'd love to say, let this guy, who's fucking 6 foot, what, 1? 3. Weighs fucking like 16 stone.
102 kilos.
Yeah. Let him get in the octagon with your daughter, who's not going to be anywhere close to that. There might be the odd freak. That is, yeah. I'm not saying a transgender.
I'd be scared of a woman who's the same weight as me, man, the same height as me. Forget that.
I'm true. There are women out there that are fucking rocks. Yeah, I know they'd kick fuck out of us. Yeah. But I'm saying if it's a woman that's always been a woman, your average woman. I'm saying this is a guy who isn't training, by the way, against a woman who's not training. Put them in an octagon together. You would never let that happen. So why would you let a male athlete who's on the top of his game? Can you imagine like John Jones
identify himself as a woman?
Yeah, as a woman, and now goes into the women's category. And I don't care how tough of a woman that is. Yeah, they're never gonna have the physical advantages that John's.
That's a bit sexist.
Well,
and rightfully so.
No, but it's genetics, isn't it?
It's true.
Biological advantages, all that stuff. It's not going to happen. So that's what I would love to just say to people who like, oh no, the women should be able to. Well, the woman now who identifies themselves as a woman should be able to compete with other women that have always been women. I'd love to say, let them fight your daughter and see how that happens.
You know, if you say stuff like this in the workplace, you might get sacked for this, you know?
Yes.
I mean, you work in HR.
Please don't tell my workplace about this conversation or this blog.
No, but it's true
I'll
though.
just CC them in. Lads, what would it take for you lot to actually buy a PlayStation and play PES again? Generally speaking, what would it take for you lot?
PS2.
No.
PS2, PES 8.
No. When I say a PlayStation, I mean the latest PlayStation for the latest PES.
200 quid in my bank account. Lying around.
Remember we used to play PES 8? That was a great game, innit?
Yeah.
It used to be shitty France, innit?
Remember I went years before I lost to you know?
I went years as well.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
No, you did. You did.
You know, the worst thing is, he introduced me to the game. He used to batter me. We used to have another mate called Shawnee. Yeah, Shawnee.
Why are you naming these people on thingy, on camera?
I'm asking you this.
That's a GDPR.
Oh, fuck them, man.
You what?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
Oh, stop being one of those sensitive twats.
Yeah.
A job's worth.
So anyway, yeah. We used to play, yeah, and he used to, obviously, it used to be his game, and he used to bring it, he used to batter me and Shawnee out all the
I
time.
just feel sorry for them.
A couple of months later, we got the hang of it, we used to kick the shit out of this guy.
No, I wasn't kick the shit.
We should batter you.
You used to beat me.
We used to hammer you.
No, it was never battering, it was beating.
Yeah, 4-1, 5-1.
No,
Shall I tell you why I love
I don't
PES?
exaggerate everything.
Shall I tell you why I loved PES back in the day?
Go on.
Do you remember back in school, at Dartmoor? If anyone used to talk about thingy, you want to play Lely? That was like the threat, innit?
That was the threat.
That was the threat, like, you want to play Lely, we put you back in your place. Can you remember Troy and them lot? They used to talk about how sick they were. And I used to go there and get beat every time. No, but I went there and they used to say, oh, this guy's good, this guy's. I used to, I wouldn't beat them, I'd smash them. And they'd never.
So what's happened to you now? Why are you so shitful?
I don't know, the games are shit, innit? That's what it is.
They are.
You know, as the years have come on, they've just, I don't know, man, they just become so.
Yeah.
Japanese,
You were
like.
invincible for years, man. And then I beat you.
Don't get him happy, man. You were invincible.
Then I beat you. Like Arsenal beat United last weekend.
Just like this racist will do again when you go to the Camp Nou.
Cass is a wanker, by the way. Just signed up.
You're my brother alone, you dick.
Sorry.
But no, I'm just saying, innit, like, I think PES is just, the game is too inconsistent, that's the problem. It is really too inconsistent. Like, when you're about to find out soon when you play,
Yes.
the passing is all over the place. It's like, if you can't even get the basics right in passing, when I say it's all over the place, you try aiming for one person, you'll put in what you feel is the logical power, the right direction, and it will sometimes go 180 on you, and it'll go for the wrong player.
We need to get PES 8 back, man. Ronaldo, Adriano, Ronaldinho.
Adriano 99. Ooh, shot power.
That was PES. You're on about PES 6.
That was 8. PES 8 as well, Adriano. I think it was
No,
like
no,
Inter.
I'm saying the ones that we were enjoying the most were probably PES
And 8.
6.
We know you spent 8 as well. Me and you spent
Yeah, it was good as well.
Ronaldo Owen on the front.
Yeah.
Cover.
Was that Ronaldo? No,
No,
yeah.
Yeah.
Ronaldo. The real Ronaldo.
What's your favourite
No,
PES?
Cristiano.
Lads, what's your favourite PES?
8.
I like PES 4.
Mine
PES 3 and 4.
Mine was 2.
Mine was 8.
PES 2 was good, yeah.
I tell a lie, he's missed.
Mm.
My most common phrase.
Speaking
Which
of
probably
PES.
tells you how bad my shooting was actually.
Speaking of PES, have you still got your beef going on with Konami?
I ain't got beef with them, they just liars on their games, isn't it? They tell you this and that, like they advertised, was it Ibrox and what's that? Is it Celtic Park? Is that their stadium? Was that what it's called? Celtic Park?
Yeah.
Celtic Stadium and Rangers. They had them advertised before the game was out. They released them in January or February. That's
Why didn't you just play a different game?
I always keep
That was so a lot of your
That solve a lot of your problems.
I know.
You're not as good as you think you are.
No, I'm better than what
I
you
don't
think.
think Konami actually acknowledge you, Nelly. They don't know you exist.
Oh, they do. They blocked me. They blocked me on.
They
few
blocked
others,
you,
yeah.
twat.
On what? On the network?
Twitter, yeah, they blocked me on. a few.
On Twitter?
Twitter and a few of the.
Yeah, but I can get blocked by them on Twitter. Send them abuse.
No, I'm on about individuals in Konami, not just Konami as a company.
Oh,
Konami, the company, haven't blocked me. Some of the people high up in there have because they're pussies.
So are we to believe that the executives in Konami actually talk about a guy called Lely?
Probably,
Yes.
yeah. Lely 2SXC, yeah. Lely 2SXC, the profile, 100%.
No, I'll tell you honestly. I think it's just they've tried copying FIFA because you've seen how much of a powerhouse that's become. But they've copied all the bad traits from the game, and they're just showing the most like careless customer service, which is driving the game.
Yeah.
If you look at the year-on-year sales, it's actually getting less.
Yeah, because they've had an uphill battle for years because they ain't got the licensing.
They've
That's
actually
the biggest
had more
issue.
licenses over the last couple of years than they have when their game was at their best. So it's not about licenses. If you make a good game, people will come and play. It's just a matter of they've just made the playing experience, especially online. They've made that the worst. It's just getting worse and worse every year.
Why would you play online?
Your mates don't.
Do you not watch his?
I do, yeah, but he does at my club. What's it called?
Yeah.
My club.
Yeah, it's a different aspect. Like you make your own teams and stuff. But
He gets angry.
no, I don't. Well, yeah, I do. But
Well, let's stop talking about his fucking PES, man.
Yeah.
it's just.
So feels jealous and left out.
Just because you're all shit.
Listen, when I play you, I'll show you. For a nice little wager.
Yeah, don't worry. That we'll keep that surprise. That's coming very soon.
Yes.
But yeah, I think Konami's days are pretty much over. Like in terms of being competitive to FIFA, they're pretty much.
Well, yeah. They really.
Lads, can I just say something?
They were for a bit, actually.
Can I just say something? I hope you don't mind. You're 30 years old. You're nearly 30 years old, and you're on about a game
Yeah,
on
that's-
PlayStation.
That's right. What's wrong with that?
How do I get involved? Seriously, lads.
Do you know if games were for kids?
They are.
No, if they were, who the fuck's gonna buy them? Someone has to fucking buy them. Not every game is bought by the parents, you know.
They buy them for the kids.
No, not every game has done that. You telling me?
Yeah.
I haven't even fucking said it yet.
Go on.
You're telling me that every game out there is made for children?
Yes.
For Grand Theft Auto?
Yes.
No, it's fucking 18.
No.
Hang on a
Which
minute.
game is
1 minute.
designed
Yo, whoa,
to have
whoa, whoa.
prostitutes come in the box?
Wait. And the code shake like that as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And vibrate, control the vibrate
Right.
as well.
When you play
Put it
GTA,
on nuts then, innit?
I think GTA 4 and PS2 was the best, yeah. But anyway, yeah.
That's the one game that continually gets better and better.
GTA 4 was fantastic. Innit?
Every GTA is better.
Actually, San Andreas was good.
San
as well.
Andreas is good.
Vice City. Remember Vice City?
Yeah.
Beautiful game. Anyway, we're getting carried away.
Ding, ding, ding.
Listen.
That's Scarface, really.
But you're telling me that both of you played GTA when you were 18 and over?
Yes,
Yes.
I did. No, GTA.
Stop chatting shit, man.
If you include
You
GTA.
chat so much shit.
No, I'm saying that these games aren't designed for people that are under 18.
I don't care who they're designed for. I'm looking at who buys these games. Under 18s. Call of Duty. Call of Duty. You have little kids. Call of Duty. What kind of rubbish is that,
I
man?
thought that's an adult game. Is it not?
Is it an adult
I don't
game?
know.
This is a first-person shooter.
I had the console since I can't remember.
Call of Duty GTA.
Games aren't designed for kids, man.
They're made for kids, Lily.
No. Some games are.
Every game is made for a kid. GTA included, Call of Duty included.
Nah.
What age were you when you got into PlayStation? In our teens, innit? 11, 12, just turned
I was
into 13.
Commodore, mate. That was my
Yeah,
first
you were
word.
Commodore, yeah, that's right, that was his first word.
I was, what, 4?
Your first word was Commodore.
Yeah. So I didn't speak till I was 5, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at him now, fucking cunt man, stop talking.
My first word, they took me to get tests and everything. And the doctors just said to my mum and dad,
Nothing wrong with him, just a thing.
he's not deaf, he's not dumb, he's not blind or anything like that. Well, my sight was never a problem, but they just said he's lazy, that's it. Because every time he starts something,
thing the doctor ever said to you.
they go when he asks for something, how does he do it?
It says 1 minute.
No,
Yeah, 1 minute.
They said to my parents, if he asks for something, how does he do it? So they go, he grabs our hand, he goes, and then since then, like my mum does say, you have to say the words.
Hang on, you know, in,
Stop speaking.
you know, in 2008, that Inter team, Inter a good team in that place, isn't it? Adriana Ibrahimovic.
No, was Recoba in part of that one?
Was it Zanetti,
I thought Recoba was
Schneider,
up before that.
Zanetti, Schneider, Stankovic? Sure, that was the team, isn't it? Who's managing that team?
Was Samuel Matter?
Mike on.
That was a bit late.
I can't
Lucio.
Lucio was there, I think.
I said it like I just won something.
Lucio. Who was manager of that team then?
Julio says that back then.
Was that Inter?
Yeah.
It wasn't Mancini, was it? Was Mancini before Jose?
Just before Mancini.
So when did Jose come in? After
It was-
that?
it was
About 2
Mourinho,
years
yeah.
after that?
No, Mourinho came after Mancini.
It was Mancini, yeah. Mancini. Yeah.
Alright,
Was
right.
it Mancini
Yeah,
at
yeah.
that time?
Yeah, he won 3 leagues and then Mourinho came in.
How many leagues Mourinho win?
He won the one, didn't he?
And Champions League. They used to the
So
treble.
how many years was Mourinho there? Because I'm sure he won every year there as well.
Did
Because
he?
Juve were relegated around there.
Was Mourinho in there for 3 years? Or 2 years?
Actually, no, I could be wrong.
Let's check.
I don't know.
Either way, that Inter team was fantastic, innit? Because I still believe without Mourinho they would have won that Champions League treble that season.
I'm not sure about that.
I think they
Yeah,
would
they
have.
have to play in a way like they did. And not
Like
many,
what?
like defensive, boring bastards.
No, but listen, that's instilled in Italian football. You play in Serie A, everyone knows how to do that. With or without Mourinho,
Yeah,
everyone knows how to do that.
You have to set out to do that though, innit?
Not really. It's
Because Juve and AC don't
it's in their
play
nature.
that defensive like that year they did.
compared to when they're playing other teams in the Champions League who don't play in Serie A. They're a lot more defensive and they know how to play defensively.
Yeah, they don't have to play defensively, but they do step out a bit more than Jose's team.
But yeah, but they're a great team, man. I think that team would have won it anyway.
That was the year they had to do it, because after that they were just...
Pandev, Melito, Eto'o up front.
How bad was that?
Schneider.
Wait, how bad was that Eto'o deal in hindsight for Pep?
And that Ibrahimovic one.
Yeah, when he's like Ibra come... So he sent Eto'o out
I think Ibrish.
and paid...
I didn't rate Ibra one, to be honest.
I wouldn't say I don't rate him,
I
but
don't rate him.
massively overrated.
Massively overrated, man.
The worst thing is, shall I tell you what makes me like think, what the hell? It's the way, not that we speak about him or other people, it's the way he speaks about himself.
Yeah.
That's what makes you think, are you deluded?
You know, when he went to LA Galaxy, he took a whole front magazine cover out and he wrote, Dear Los Angeles, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Like, for me coming here, you're welcome, don't worry, man.
I think he's just playing the character.
He does play the character, but he's massively overrated. It's a name, innit? Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
He's a good player, he's capable of good things.
Wow, he's capable of good things.
But he's not, well, this is what I'm trying to say.
Salah's capable of good things, mate. Here and there, mate. What's your point?
Yeah, that's the thing, yeah, but I think he's overrated as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we watch it at the moment on Netflix. What's good? Have you seen 22 July?
Are you, is that a show?
Yeah, it's a film,
I
sorry.
thought there's something...
Listen.
It's about the Norwegian attackers.
Resurrection Ertrol.
I don't watch that, it's too long for me, man.
It's not long.
No, do you know what? If I didn't have to do so much reading, I would watch
Well,
it.
can't you read? It's 40-minute episodes on
Because
Netflix.
I like to watch shows when I'm in bed,
You can watch them,
and I
bro.
need to go to sleep. And you know when I watch shows like that, they keep me awake way too long. That and then trying to mix it in with porn is just not
It's
ideal.
40-minute episodes, number one.
Why do you start with porn first? That's a
Then I'll
solution.
be knocked out.
You not started Ertrol yet, have you? I
I'll
can't
start
believe,
porn. And what's his
I
name?
can't believe you two have not started Ertrol yet, man.
I've been put off by it,
Why?
to be honest, by your kind.
What do you mean, my kind?
Your kind
It's
of
good
people.
viewers.
Yeah.
Does they talk about, oh,
First of all-
sick.
Okay, let's clarify something.
Yes.
Is it a fictional TV program?
Well, duh, obviously.
Yes, why are grown men acting like it's very realistic and
It's based on true events, isn't it?
No.
it references a few Or is it some scriptures?
Yeah, it's based on true references, shall we say.
Well, the actual character Urtrell, not much was really known about him. Obviously, it's dramatised.
Yeah, it's dramatized for viewership.
For views, obviously, love story, this, that, everything, that, you know, that.
I just
but the message,
the messages are based on...
the message is fantastic, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. What is the message?
The message of Ottoman history, Ottoman Turks.
Yeah, it's accurate stuff.
Yeah, it is
yeah,
very
it's
accurate,
based on real things that have happened in the
Real,
past.
real things happen in the past, man.
I've been passed by on social media by grown men acting like virgins stuff like.
Well,
What?
I like watching...
I can see why they get excited.
Why is it?
You need
Guys,
to watch it.
like, I see conferences and stuff.
So wait, if you want to know what happened, would it not be better just to read up on it? We'll have to watch some drama stuff.
Because everyone likes a good guy, bad guy, love stories.
But then, would you not want to watch a show that's actually just about good guys and bad guys, rather than a dramatized version of...
That's a great hat.
You didn't know about this hat before that TV show, and you would never invest in it.
There's a lot of things that I don't know about and still don't know about. It's called learning.
See, do you watch...
What's this? You learned about a hat.
I've learned the existence of this type of hat, yes.
Google Images could have done the same.
Exactly.
Did you have to watch hundreds and hours of it
No.
for that?
But this
He
specific
was
type of
influenced
hat,
to buy this hat as well.
actually that was a gift. I didn't buy it. It was a gift from my friends from Turkey.
Who's a
You actually came
as
down.
well, yeah.
But that whole nation was hooked on it, man. Just that majority of England, majority of the world's hooked on that show, man.
No.
Oh yeah.
Me and Lily, majority of the
You two have difficulty.
66% of people in this
We have
room don't
difficulties.
watch
What? Go on, have a personal attacker. Go on.
You have difficulty
Because
in reading for long periods of time.
it. No, I just... When I watch TV, I don't read it. I just don't watch.
What's
You
wrong
watch
with
it.
not being able to read? The Prophet wasn't able to read. What are you trying to say? Shoot it.
Welcome
This
to
is
read.
how you defeat a
Welcome to
hobby.
read.
What?
Welcome to read.
Damn you, why did you get me hooked on the wrong one?
Who said you couldn't read?
No one said he couldn't read. I'm just saying he couldn't read.
So what were you making stuff up then?
Apparently couldn't read.
According to it.
According to Angel Jibril said read. According to him. Himself, a revelation.
I think I picked the wrong side on this argument.
You have, mate.
You couldn't read.
I know, I'm messing about you.
You're comparing revelation of a scripture to a TV show Urtrell.
No, who's doing that?
You.
I'm not doing that. No, the viewers are doing that.
Which viewers doing that?
Some viewers, yeah, is as though, no offence. Alright, it's great that this TV show has made you aware of your way of life, but your way of life has always been great and spectacular from day one. Why is it taking... It's a bit sad, it's a bit disturbing that a TV show has all of a sudden made you aware and all of a sudden your way of life is, oh, it's amazing.
Why not? If it works, why not?
They're just a bit...
But then it's like that. It's like that same thing you're saying about charity walks and stuff.
Yeah.
What?
Why do you have to go get that highlight from a charity walk or TV show?
Exactly.
It's completely different.
Yes.
Completely different.
No,
How is it? How is
Why?
it? How? Why should people spend millions in production for that? Although I know it's not. Well, it probably is millions in production
It
Probably.
is 100%.
for your selfish needs,
One with
for
the
your selfish ego,
Huge ego.
with the charities.
massive head of yours.
with
You said no
charities.
personal
It's
dig.
edited.
That isn't a personal dig. That is just a
Right.
fact.
Listen.
We're gonna get measurements of this head.
Okay, we'll do soon. Bring 2 tape measures. Right, listen. With charities, number one, we know about charities. There's no.
He's thinking. He's trying to make something up on
No.
the spot. Go on.
But obviously, I've not prepared it last night. We're talking right on the spot. I'm mid.
No, he knows that if any sort of question in this comes up.
Obviously, I've been doing on the spot. I've not thought about it. Last. I've not prepared it. You know what I mean?
No, what I'm trying to say is, like,
Right.
I've just put him in a corner. It's like he's
I am
pretending he's
literally-
got ethical reasons
You're giving
why.
me time by talking, by the way.
He is. This
Oh,
is
yeah,
our
go on,
strategy.
go on.
With charities, they claim to be raising awareness. Bollocks, we already know about this. With authentic history of Ottoman Turks, for example, what was the name of the person who started the Ottoman Empire?
Wait, I'm just saying to you now. Why do you have to watch it?
So you know that, he doesn't know that. You know that.
Okay, listen to me. If you were interested in this, why do you have to watch a TV show? Why not go and just do?
People do both. They don't do one of them. I do both.
But you didn't until this show came.
And I was doing way before that.
Do
Me
what?
personally, I like reading, as you probably already know. I
Yeah.
read about a lot of weird stuff. You know what I mean. So I was reading about this stuff before anyway. So when this show came out, I could sieve out what was fictional, what was not
Okay,
fictional.
genuine question. How many people do you think get into the history of it since Urtrell's come?
But the history's quite good in the show.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. But how many of them have done it since the show?
A lot of people don't like reading books. blogs, websites. Like they got the resources. These lot have already done it.
Well, people got resources.
No, they haven't.
Google's a very easy resource.
Yeah, but to sieve out the bullshit from stuff like that is a bit hard.
But how do you know these lot aren't putting in bullshit in there?
Do your own research about it.
Exactly, but how do you know that if you don't only watch the show? If you only watch the show,
Because number one, this history of Turkish history.
but you only know this because you've done your own research of the show. People
Yeah.
are only watching it.
But to be honest, you know the history is so big. I've not even done. There's not a lot of research I've done. I've just read around the topics and the different type of characters, not the entire history of the Ottoman Turks and exactly of what they've done. But the key parts here and there. But the main point I was trying to make to you is a lot of people have learnt a lot of stuff from that show.
Okay, so I'm just going to move away from the fact why we don't watch it because let's go well deep into it. But
No, you lot should watch it. Are you lot missing out a lot?
What? Like what? I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. I'm just missing out on not being part of a fucking...
Says the guy who watches Sopranos.
that's meant to be a fantastic
It's
show.
fucking shit. Absolute shit.
It's rated as one of the highest shows ever.
Yeah.
One of.
And
What are you basing your shitness on?
Shall I tell you what I'm basing
You've
it
never
on?
seen it.
Shall I tell you what?
You've
I've
watched
seen
it half an hour.
I've seen it.
One
Really?
episode, he's like
I
revealing
watched
all-
the episode. You know what it reminds me of basically? They're from Jersey, yeah? Which is like, you know, the baby city of New York. So basically like Derby and Burton. Yeah, somewhat similar to that, yeah.
So Burton being.
So basically these Bellens were nobodies in New York, so in their little shitty village of fucking Jersey, they like were like a little family and watched the first episode, absolute shit. And you know what? This guy's only clocked all of it.
Oh, he's actually making it
He
sound
doesn't.
quite good to me.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, I recommend it. Highly recommend it.
I've been recommended
Lenny.
by quite a lot of people. That one.
Watch something authentic.
I watched Daredevil. That's sick. You
I've
need,
not
to,
seen that.
you need to watch
Film.
Marvel shows. Yeah. No,
Film.
no, it's a series.
Oh, Marvel's been pulled on the thing in Netflix.
Yeah, I think it's
Netflix
because
is
they're
going
gonna.
down.
No, I think it's because Marvel are with Disney.
Yeah, this
They're
is
doing
making
their
their
own streams.
platform.
Yeah, yeah.
So Netflix.
Listen, can I just say, third season of Urtrol is now on Netflix.
Yeah, I'm
Great,
gonna watch it.
because Netflix are obviously fucking struggling right now and desperate.
No,
for
not
shows.
struggling. This
They
been
are,
up to 2014.
because all the Marvel shows have been pulled.
Urtrol's been there since
from,
2014.
Netflix.
People just think he got to know about it now, but
Yeah.
it was
Sorry, what was that about Netflix?
2014.
All the Marvel shows have been pulled.
Yeah, that's because I think they're going to Disney.
Yeah,
But
so Netflix is losing a lot of money. I think Netflix is on its way out.
No, I won't say it's on its way out.
I think so.
Based on fucking losing Disney and Marvel,
No, I'll tell you why it's
Listen,
not.
right now they're promoting Friends. They're rerunning Friends.
right?
I'm saying to you, for
No,
£2,
Netflix.
for
Yeah.
£2,
Yeah,
They're
and
not
so what?
producing anything new.
for £2.50 a week, you're getting all that. That's not going away, man.
Yes.
People are willing to pay £2.50 a week.
They're spending a lot as well. They're
Yeah.
spending millions on their
I'm
own,
saying the
like,
amount of
films.
people that
Well,
are willing to
Netflix,
pay
yeah,
£2.50.
yeah, it's called a business how to do.
Yes, if you're losing money,
I'm not losing
put
money,
your
man.
money to generate more films, pay for more films.
Start Urtrol, and you start Urtrol. I don't know why we're getting onto the business side of Netflix. Watch their shows. Watch Urtrol.
Best choice for me right now,
Watch
I wanna
Urtrol.
watch
Gotham.
Vertical.
Gotham
I watched
Slick.
the Umar series. The first two episodes, that was good.
Watch Urtrol, please.
No, I don't want to watch it.
Lily, watch
I want to
Urtrol.
avoid the hype.
What show did you just
I don't
It's
watch-
not hype.
I don't watch, what's the name? King, was it Thrones? Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Basically, Urtrol is like the Islamic version of Islamic history version
I've had
of Game
enough
of
of
Thrones.
Muslims.
Of Game of
I haven't
Thrones.
watched Game of Thrones yet.
Yeah, apparently there's a lot of sex and incest in there.
In what?
See, when
Game
a lot of
Thrones?
people, when a lot of people were telling me about it, it was basically being described as a massive giant orgy.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I want to watch orgies, I just
Game
watch
of
porn.
Thrones.
Yeah, no, I was serious though. And like, why watch half-baked porn when you can watch full-on porn?
Yeah.
So I was like, and I've been told it's got away from that.
Listen, watch Urtrol. There's no porn in it, no dirty scenes. It's very family friendly.
What's
Watch
we're watching it?
to learn from it, man.
Oh yeah, shit.
Quite a lot of stuff in it, man. Hadith, everything, man, and a lot of context, a lot of historical battles, which is very authentic, man.
Look, when I watch TV shows like that, I like, your Breaking Bads.
Oh, so you don't like learning, you just like watching
No,
some fictional bollocks
yeah,
like Breaking
I
Bad.
want to be
the most
entertained.
overrated show is Breaking Bad.
Fictional.
Most overrated show is Breaking Bad. What a load of bollocks that show is.
He's not.
I thought we were fucking family.
Yeah. You're not. You're clearly not. He was adopted, or you were adopted.
Narcos is a good show.
No, I don't need to talk to
You
you.
say Narcos is a good show, which I agree with. But then,
Which I agree with.
but then you say Breaking Bad is not a good
Have
show.
you seen Breaking Bad?
And Sopranos is not
Have
good.
you finished Breaking Bad?
Yeah, it took me about fucking
How many
6
seasons
years.
are there?
4 or 5.
6, I think. 5 or 6?
Hey, do you know how many seasons are there?
I don't know.
Wait, neither do I.
I think it's 5 or 6.
No, but listen, Breaking Bad's fictional, it's not real.
Vertical is fictional.
This is what I'm watching. I'm
It's
truly-
not fictional!
Yes, it is fictional.
It's
This
not
is- okay,
real.
wait,
It's not real.
Are you
Listen,
It's
stupid?
not real.
Listen, I'm a smart
What?
man.
No, those people. What?
I think
Why?
it's, listen,
It's not real. It's a TV show.
well,
It's
duh,
fictional.
obviously.
It's fictional.
Get a bit of pen and
Nelly,
paper out for this guy.
Nelly, it's
right,
fictional.
look, listen.
It's
Put your hand down,
fictional.
man.
It's
listen
fictional.
to me.
It's
Look,
fictional.
Listen. the show is fictional, but what they quote is authentic. Historical battles, historical incidences.
According to
So you're telling me that...
According to historians, you bellend.
historians.
I don't want to pull a name on this historian.
Wait, so are you telling me you got 100% fact checking out there? Isn't a chemistry teacher out there whose son is, you know, or who's dying, who then goes and breaks some laws to benefit his life? Are you telling me that's all bullshit?
Bollocks.
So you're 100% telling me they might glorify it on the show Breaking Bad. I don't know about glorify that. But they might glorify it on the show. Are you telling me there isn't a chemistry teacher out there in the world
Who had cancer?
who had cancer?
Who started making their own meth?
No, wait. I said break laws. It could have been he stole some money elsewhere here and there. He could have done something else.
No. Breaking the law and doing petty crime like theft and having a whole supply chain.
Robbing a bank is petty theft.
Where you're the leader of a cartel supplying an entire city and the west coast or east coast of a country. No, it's a big difference. And you're manufacturing it yourself. Okay, if this guy was not robbing off, making his own money, printing it off and had legitimate paper and all the watermarks, yeah, fair enough. Nothing like that's happening.
Guys, I fucking hater, mate.
Breaking Bad is a load of bollocks. Sopranos is a load of bollocks.
You're a load of bollocks.
Outro is the best thing, mate. You know what I mean?
Since last
Look, if
night.
you lot don't know how to read, I'll read with you, man.
Right, every night I'm going to ring you, put you on loudspeaker and say, okay, click play.
Now.
Now.
One,
and that's it.
2, 3, go.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
You can
No, but on a level,
just take some titles off and everything.
Look, he's wearing the Urtrol hat as well and he's got the cheek to cuss Urtrol.
It might look good, he likes the look of it. It doesn't mean he loves the show.
Fair point. Right. Start the show, lads. You won't regret it. Seriously.
I've attempted. I watched 8 episodes on Netflix and now.
Don't get me wrong, you know the first 12 to 18 episodes?
This guy raved about Prison Break and hates Breaking Bad.
Prison Break was quite good. Breaking Bad was dragging
the first 3 seasons of Prison Break was good.
Yeah.
I don't know about the new one.
Even they dragged at the end, Prison Break, at the end, Breaking Bad dragged it. But you know what, I'm glad Hank got killed, man.
The cop.
Yeah.
Does
He
he
went
get
off in such a wicked way then.
I'm so glad he died.
How does he die?
Oi! I thought you watched the show.
Remind me.
The cop who's
Yeah, but remind me how he
gets
gets
done
killed.
by the water at the end, isn't it? Like he, is it the water pressure? He ends up.
No,
Hank, yeah,
Hank's a copper.
yeah.
His brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm thinking Prison Break.
Yeah, you're about prison.
Who's that?
Neither of you was. You see that, viewers?
Wait,
This guy doesn't know how.
Oh, Hank, yeah, the one who gets buried in it, yeah, in the desert, yeah.
No, he doesn't
Yeah,
get
he does.
buried.
Yeah, he does. He got buried.
He got shot then buried.
Yeah, obviously he's not been buried.
Who's
like-
got shot?
Why not? That's a good question.
Who does he get shot by? The Mexican, the black guy.
No. This guy's not even watched the show. And he's,
I can't remember
I
it.
can't remember who actually.
yeah,
said it,
that
but
it had a lasting effect on you, innit?
Yeah.
You remembered it so well.
yeah, he's not the fucking star of the show, is he?
Who?
That guy collects minerals and shit.
Who, Hank?
Yeah, Hank. Remember, he goes on that minerals collection and shit, rocks and shit.
No, man.
That is Hank.
Hank's a copper who's after Heisenberg.
Hank is
Yeah,
his brother-in-law.
his brother-in-law.
Yes.
Yeah, he's the one that's collecting shit when he's
when he's
out of
injured.
commission. Yeah.
Yes, when he's injured out of
Yeah,
commission.
so don't make out like I don't know.
But he's a main character. He's a main character.
Hank is not the main character.
He's one of the main characters in the show.
Look how he's trying to get his own way in there.
So he's not main character in the
No,
show.
you fuck.
He's one of the main characters.
No, wait.
He's in every episode, but he's not one of the main
No, he's
characters.
not one in every episode.
Which episode are you not in?
His wife's in nearly every episode. She's not a main character. She's not.
Well-
She's a fucking conniving little bitch.
So his wife is not one of the main
No,
characters.
the main characters are Jesse and Heisenberg. They're the two. That's it. They're the two.
Everyone else is cameo.
Everyone else.
Every episode, cameo.
Everyone else is an irrelevant cameo appearance.
Listen, do you know if Hank gets off that show?
There's only
yeah?
two. Are you hearing these people? This guy's full of shit.
So for the main characters in each season, you got to start with Frings as one main character. He ends up coming and going
Why is he one of the main characters when he's made less
because the
appearances than
story,
Hank?
because he's got a proper storyline about him.
So is Hank.
Hank's a piece of shit. Actually, to be
Why
fair,
do you-
you actually know you're right. He is
Hank's
a
the one.
He's a bit of a main character.
He's a big character.
He is, yeah. Lawyers.
Do you remember the part when Hank clicks on
I
that?
forgot how long he's actually.
1 minute. Do you remember the part when Hank clicks on that Walter's Heisenberg?
No, I don't.
In the toilet.
Yeah, in the maze. He's not even watched the show, man.
I haven't seen the ending.
Did you talk about his background?
I think I just finished that season 4. No, I'm finished now.
Is that when Gustavo Frings dies, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Sick.
that's
With
what
Don Salamanca like that with the
Yeah,
belt.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
sick.
right. I've seen that.
Great episode.
Is that the last?
When he walks out at the end,
Yeah.
he puts the start like this.
But on the side of his face, yeah.
Well, he puts the start, this guy's never going to die. Then camera goes to his side, fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay, at least that's the ending, innit?
That's the ending, innit, of the whole thing.
No, that's just the ending of that season,
Of him.
isn't it? Oh, of him anyway. I think there's a little bit more to it.
But yeah, Breaking Bad, it was average at best, I'd say. It wasn't anything special, to be honest. No, it was average.
There was putting up a good fighting case for this one.
Yeah, root for a great fighting case. I've done a fuck all about the show. You done a fuck all about it. Sons of Anarchy.
You've mentioned that to me a lot.
That's quite good.
I've heard good things about it.
It's a bit slow at the beginning, but it's a good show, that. Sons of Anarchy. But nothing better than Urtrol. Seriously.
Suits is good. That's good.
Nah, Urtrol. Any of the fans watch Urtrol?
Power.
Power is just a typical sort
UFC's on tomorrow night. Predictions. Oh hey, Masvidal.
I don't watch UFC.
UFC shit.
Yeah, I don't
UFC
Your
shit.
shit.
UFC shit.
Boxing shit.
UFC shit. I'll tell you why it's shit.
Go on.
Fully grown men just lying on the floor, hugging each other.
Very ignorant.
And you know what he says to me one time? He goes to me one time, you don't know what they're doing. You don't know what the whole purpose is.
You don't understand jiu-jitsu. You don't understand
okay, so you know what I said to him? So you know what I said to him? This is a real life conversation as well. I go, so basically the guy
so now exposing our faults on YouTube.
No, it's not fault.
Carry on.
You know what? He goes, you don't know what he's trying to do. I go, am I right in saying that the guy on top wants to get a full mount on him in a dominant position so he can ground and pound him, and the other guy's going to try to defend him and repel and guard for it? He goes, yes. I go, fucking that was a bit of common sense, really, to be honest.
Submissions or
yeah, obviously submission and all that, but it's very boring, man. You know what I mean?
You're very ignorant. Why are you saying shit?
It's just the way we were raised. What's your problem?
I don't want to say it's ignorant. I think it's my opinion on that.
Your parents are
He's getting a bit rattled about it. Can't compare it to boxing. Boxing pisses on it, to be honest.
They're two different sports. Like comparing football and
Exactly. Why one's called UFC, one's boxing.
Hang on, but you compare two different things. You don't compare the same things. Like we wouldn't compare two BMW 5 Series. Yeah, we compare a 5 Series with a.
Yeah, but it's not the same thing. It's not the same. That's where you're missing the point.
Hence
rugby and football is not the same thing.
Hence why
boxing and.
So are you suggesting the only things that you can do a comparative study on are two similar, identical things?
No. I'm saying they're two different sports. Why are you comparing them?
Because they've got similar attributes.
Because precisely you compare different things.
I don't think they've got similar attributes.
Yes, they have.
Oh.
They're both striking.
One uses gloves.
Yeah.
8-ounce gloves.
Hands gloves.
only.
Right.
The other one's free fall.
But they're both
less protection.
They're both striking combat.
Striking, isn't it?
They both got striking elements of combat, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's your comparison.
No, I do like UFC, but I do prefer boxing. I was trying to do it to wind him up.
Boxing is a bigger sport, of course.
And I think there's
but give it another 50 years. It won't be. Give it another 50 years, it won't be.
No.
Give it 50 years, we'd probably be dead.
They'll probably both be dead in another 50 years.
I'm about to be dead. Fuck that.
By social media.
True. Anyway, we've just established Urtrol's best show. This guy's never watched Breaking Bad in his life. Now there's Bell and Deer. And yeah, watch Urtrol, people.
Don't watch Urtrol.
Take my hat off, man.
Save yourself time.
If you want to watch one show, lads, watch Gotham.
Shit.
Nice, sick.
Shit.
If you want to watch one channel, watch Lely 2SXC.
Right.
You're done.
Yeah.
Right. And if you want to send money, here's my bank card details. And if you don't want to send it, fuck you. Right. Lads, I think that's the best way to end the show.
And I don't owe that posture any money.
Yeah, he paid him off.
I did indeed.
Anyway, guys, I hope you did enjoy this show. It'll probably be better when he's not here next week. If you did like it, let's give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, remember to subscribe. Until next time.
Peace!
Ah, I knew one of them.